I honestly think there are people who only like enha because they're good looking. Do you like sunsun bias? What is this lighting? I look like I'd audition for Oklahoma. You listen to all the albums, right? Which one is your favorite? Okay. This is such a hard question. Let me just see the tracks. See, because I don't know if like I'm being influenced by other contents released during that era, because I really, really, really love the Dark Blood concept film. That's like my favorite concept film. Manifesto is the first album that like I liked every single song. Oh my god, but like I like Orange Blood too a lot. Memorabilia.
Fatal, oh my god, it has Fatal Trouble. And Lucifer. In Lucifer, it has Lucifer. And Criminal Love, what the fuck? Okay, hold on.
Oh, but Romance Untold has Paranormal and 100 Broken Hearts and Highway. Oh my gosh. And it has No Doubt. Romance Untold. I will go with Romance Untold. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Albert Dark Blood. It has Bite Me. Sacrifice. Bills. Oh my god, Dark Blood has Bills. I don't know. Don't ask me no stupid questions. I don't know. I don't know. Romance Untold. Yeah, let's go with Romance Untold. She deserves her flowers. This lighting ass. Although it does make my skin look like, oh, lights on or lights off. 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 Who's the most handsome for you? Like I'm guessing in enhypen, right? They're all handsome though. Like what? Hey, let's not look at a good thing and think of where it ranks. They're all really attractive. They are attractive in different ways and they all have their moments. Girl who's the cutest and her member. Okay. I gotta answer some of these. Cutest? Me. They're all adorable. Lately, Jay. Have you seen Jay on Weavers lately? He's so active on there. I think the cutest part, I really like the way he likes things. I don't know, he does it in a way that doesn't make me feel rushed or like forced to like what he likes as well, if that makes sense. Because like let's be honest, when it comes to a fandom where the center of it is another person, like idols, there's always this feeling of wanting to get closer to them or like understand them better or like like relate to them a little bit more. And so when they like something, people are like, oh my gosh, let me check that out. And that's okay. That's why whenever there's a vlog and like let's say Karina just casually used like a lip balm and all of a sudden sold out. It's like everywhere. There's TikToks about it, people buying whatever she was using, or like this one time Jungwoo used this Snoopy face mask, sold out. There's always this rush to like relate to them more, or like you just like them so you like that's one way to support them, I guess. But like I don't know, Jay, just when Jay is like super excited about like F1, it's just very cute. Like I just look at him being excited and I'm just excited for him. I don't feel like I need to force myself to also like it. That connection is already made just because I understand the excitement that he feels. That's what I like about it, I think. I don't know. It's cute. It's just cute. Been a big fan since day one. Day one. I like your videos. Keep up the great work, Queen. Thank you. If I could ask a question, what concept do you think suits enhypen, and what concept would you like to see from them? Also, what's your favorite album so far? Love ya, XOXOXO, Yang Sebyok. Thank you for saying that. That's so nice. For the last question first, because I've already answered it earlier. I would say Romance Untold. Just the title itself, too, is very exciting. Like Romance Untold, like oh my god, I really like concept albums, so to me that is a very understandable concept just from the title. What concept do you think suits enhypen? Their current concept, like I don't know what you mean. Their concept right now is like super great already. It's like unique enough already. What concept would you like to see from them? Okay, it's not so much like concept as in like lore related, but it's more like an album concept. I really, really, really would want to see a breakup album. Like, hit me. Like
We're crying under the rain, you're being left alone.
I would die to see that one day. Although I know it doesn't really make sense for them to do that now because like just based on almost all of their albums being connected to the lore, and the timeline within the lore doesn't make sense for them to have a breakup album. But like in the future, we're talking about future animes, I would really love like a breakup album. They would hit that so well. Like their voices, oh my god. Jay singing always. He was able to make me feel like I broke up with somebody, like I went through a divorce. Them in breakup albums, in breakup songs, Bills, bro. I would kill to see that. Sonu has a very fragile voice. Imagine him singing about a breakup too. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. And also, Nick. I feel like they all have voices that just was it breakup songs. Unapologetically in your face, I got left at the altar type of breakup song. Oh, or if we relate it to the lore, oh my god. Ooh, if we relate it to the lore, imagine there's like also like a gossip film, them being left at the altar by this girl, Suha. They're always like in between choices, but then they're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna do this. I'm a vampire, but you know what? Maybe we can make this work. Let's go, let's get married. And then Suha just never came. We're already giving like religious references in the concepts anyway. Might as well put in a bride on there. Runaway bride. Oh my, or Suha is like supposed to get married with another human and just we just like speak now or forever hold your peace, and we all just like whoa, and we all just like escape with Suha, like kidnap her or some shit. Oh my god. Sorry. I get so excited. Imagine a concept film where we just like kidnap this girl and like a runaway bride, runaway groom situation. Oh my gosh. What if they make an album that is just plainly hypothetical? By that I mean this entire album, let's say, maybe it would suit more a mini album where they pretend that they're humans. This entire album is just their imagination. If I wasn't a vampire, if I was like a normal human, these are the things that we can do. And there's just a bunch of songs of like, oh, we would bathe do sunbathing, like all those things, like we would travel the world, blah 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 blah. So all the songs are very normal. And then maybe the last track, maybe they can bring back intro and outro. Maybe the outro could be like, boom, they wake up. And like like hypothetical anyway. So like that last song, if the world was ending, you'll come over, right? Or like if the world was ending, I want to be next to you type of shit. Because if the world is ending, the sun is crashing down on Earth, they're equal. They're both gonna die anyways, but then they smile because they're happy about it because they've always been struggling with like not being with her because of who they are. But then at that last minute where everyone's probably smoking because the sun is literally right there, they're just equal. So they just like run to this person, kiss, hug. Can I kiss you? Can I hug you? We just do it because the world is ending anyway. That type of shit, give it to me. Right? The phrase for acting like I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be reacting to other groups. I honestly think there are people who only like Enha because they're good looking. I have a friend who won't comment on anything but their looks. How do I tell them to appreciate the music more? Oh, okay, hold on. Let's set it straight. Okay. So comment on anything but their looks. I'm taking it as a compliment, basically. They're like complimenting the way they look. See, okay, this is the long winded answer, okay? We just tend to be attracted to things we find attractive, and that includes people. I don't know anything about cooking. I don't cook. I leave that to Jay. But like, if there's anything I know about like the kitchen, it's that your eyes eat first. So it's not that bad to like appreciate the way they look. Have you seen them? If anything, maybe your friend isn't doing it enough. You probably should join them and I will join you guys. But also, we all have our own parameters when it comes to this thing. If it's like, you know, doesn't even know how helium sounds like, or like drunk days is playing, they're not shaking their ass, then maybe you are valid. And maybe this is a bit of a weird situation. They attended a concert standing, they're in front of the line, they're just recording, not doing anything, not bumping their ass, not jumping around. Maybe there is a problem. If it's just like they just compliment them a lot, I don't really see a problem with it because like they are attractive. And sometimes you've watched my reactions. Sometimes I'm so focused on everything else that's happening in like a music video that I wouldn't even comment on like the way they look. Because to me, at some point, them being attractive is just a fact now that like I don't even mention it anymore, which honestly makes me sad. I wish I was your friend. That like sometimes I wish I say it as much as I think it. Because a compliment goes a long way, but like the question is like how do I tell them to appreciate the music more? Do they actually not like the music? Because, like, in the first place, it's not your responsibility to do that. But also, this could be one of those cases where they're only being crazy about looks with you because they know you like enhypen too. So, like, all they're crazy, they're just releasing on you. You know, when you have a crush at school, you can only really be like, oh my gosh, he's so hot. Like, oh my god, did you see him by the lockers? He's so attractive. Like, you can only ever do that to somebody who you feel like won't judge you for saying it. And I think maybe this friend of yours is like, comfortable enough to like say that to you, like be like, oh my god, they're so hot to you, even though they know they're saying it with the risk of being vain. Because let's be real, that's gonna make them sound vain. But like maybe they're on X, they're on Twitter, they're like really like onto the music because they don't want to appear vain to other people, but then maybe to you, they can be honest and be like, "He is so hot. Like, have you seen someone in this video? Fuck!" And like, there's like a bunch of different contexts here. So maybe ask them like, "What's their favorite song?" And maybe you'll be surprised at how like crazy they are about like specific songs. Yeah, that's the first thing you should do. Ask them what their favorite song is, and then see if like you think your opinion of them is valid. Also, I can never not look at Jay and not think he's attractive. Like I don't. I also don't think like if somebody comes to me and was like, Joan is fun as hell, that I would be like upset about it because I'll be like, yeah, he is. What you think I have low standards? Like that I like that would be me. That's like the long-winded answer. But the more realistic answer, sorry, this is really long. I think it's very normal to talk about physical appearance when it comes to like idols. And like I know that sounds really bad, but hear me out. When you listen to an album, the first few days are probably gonna be you talking about the song and like the music video and like, oh my god, this is my favorite song, blah 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 blah, because it's new. The rift on this, oh my god, the high note on this, people will be talking about the songs. When they promote it for like a week or 2 weeks on like music shows, they're performing the same song again and again. So you hear the same thing for 2 weeks. There's nothing new about it. That's the same song. They're just performing it. What are you gonna comment on? When they perform it, the new thing is now how they look performing it. In this particular music show,
they're wearing this, but then Heeson's hair is styled differently. Oh my god, look at this! Or like his hair color, or like his winged eyeliner is so different, and like the blush here is like, oh, like it's like
people will always just comment on like what's new, and usually what's new is the way they look. The honestly, props to the costume team, the makeup and hair team. Like, thank you for doing God's work, okay? And like the only time you'll ever really get to hear comments again on like the songs itself is like year-end shows. Suddenly there's like a rock version. That's my favorite one. An orchestra version. Suddenly there's like a dubstep in the middle of the performance. Like they're performing too close and suddenly poop 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 poop. People are gonna talk about that. Remember in the like Killing Voice, Keaton did something in like during EXO. That's everything people talked about because it's new. So I mean, I get it. So maybe you just catch this person when they're already like done screaming about the songs. I think there's no qualms of them liking the way enhypen looks. To you, I present this other video. I won't shut up about it too if I can. I'm going to ask a serious question. Now, what the hell is this? Okay, there's a bunch of different kinds of love. When people ask this, it's usually about like love in a romantic sense, right? What is love? I lost my mind. what is love? I don't know what you mean. Like, I think people tend to like search for a different feeling when it comes to love. Oh, it's because I feel different with them. I've never felt this way for someone else before. And that could be the case. But to me, I feel like it's more you love them in every possible way you know how. Because you know you act differently and you feel differently for different types of people. There's a certain way you love your mom, there's a certain way you love your friends, your siblings, your work. There's a certain way you love he's a certain way you love potatoes. But I feel like if it's this like the one, you're just gonna feel everything all at once. I think that's why people say that in fanfics, like all at once. You're probably gonna be slightly dependent on them the way you are with your mom. You're gonna banter with them the way you do with your friends. You're gonna tell them secrets or like things you can only tell your siblings. You are going to be stressed about sometimes like you are with your job. You're gonna, be inspired by them the way you're inspired by Hisang. And you're probably gonna have some type of hunger or craving towards them the way you do with potatoes. So like I feel like it's just they're just everything in every possible way until like you look at them, you hear them, you see them, and they're just love personified type of thing. I think that's what love is. I don't know. Don't ask me no stupid shit. Next, baby, what's your MBTI? INTP. I've never changed. Like I took it so many times. It's like the same. Well, this is so random. But do you hate abs? This is random. Like what? No, I don't. No, I don't hate abs. I don't like them when fans ask people to take their shirts off. Especially when it's seen as like a rite of passage for male idols, does make me uncomfortable because like, why are you just asking this like random people to take off their shirt? Like, that's just not normal behavior. I also am just an accumulation of people that I like. Mark is uncomfortable about it. I grew up with Mark, so now I'm uncomfortable about it. But like, when they just do it out of their own volition, it's fine. It's hard. But if people keep asking them to, don't be doing that. Do you like sunsun? And engines can write. They can write. And like I've seen that like interview with like Spotify where they like, will you ever read like a fan fiction? And they're like, no, which is understandable. Like, don't go on AO3. Like Jake, Jongwon, just don't do it. Don't do it. But as a philo, non-philos, do be missing out on a lot. You're missing out on a lot. I just ship everybody with everybody, and I'm having the time of my life. This is literally this is my place right now. So Sunsun I like. I do have to make one comment though. Like I know I joke about engines being a little masochistic. I still stand to that. Like what's going on? Like y'all, but like there's levels to it. No, I think I think the most masochistic group of people in this fandom are hedonists. Because why, even in our delusions, are y'all hurting yourselves? I can never escape a hedon video. Like, I would scroll down. How can we go back to be friends? And I just stay there replaying that shit 10 times. What are the lures? Like, why in the 4 months that I've been here, I found out a lot. There was like a thing about a candle. Like I don't even what is going on. I do like Sunsun. I like ships. If it's not obvious already, I've been raised by Chanbek, founding father of like a megaverse in K-pop. So yeah, I like Sunsun. Everybody say that Sungun likes me. Even staff said Sungun likes me. I've been wanting to ask you, do you have background music? I don't. I don't. This is like I've been asked this question a lot. If we're really gonna reach for something, I'm Filipino. I don't know if that's enough of an answer. But like in every Filipino household, there's like a token singer. And like when I was younger, I feel like my parents really thought that that was gonna be me. So they were doing a lot. Like there's this thing where they drown the kids to open up their throat or whatever. It's a myth. It's a myth. It's not a thing. So they did that to me. I was drowned as a kid. It didn't work. Obviously, it didn't work. My mom bought like a piano, and there was like a point in time where every like after I got home from school, I would have to play the piano, and she'd be there like looking like You repeat that shit before high school, because in high school that's where my mom's like, okay, no more any other thing, just study, right? But like insecure, I think I was like in a singing duet competition thing, like, but I'm just Filipino, I guess. I guess. Opinion about OPS. We just be talking about this. I have a lot to say, but I guess the short answer would be like, I'm fine with it. In every aspect of fandom, there's a line that shouldn't be crossed. Even with supporting them, there's a line that shouldn't be crossed. With being like a fucking GF stan, you can imagine, I guess, but like there's certainly a line. Touch some grass. Don't delude yourself that you're dating these people. But also with RPS, there's also a line. It's an attractive guy with an attractive guy. They're close, they're always touching. It's cute. But like, don't cross the line. Don't go on a fan sign with a huge ass banner of an edited picture of two of the members kissing. That's like criminal. That's diabolical. Don't do that. But like, I think what people don't realize is RPS, it doesn't matter if it's like a gay ship or like heterosexual ship, I don't know. It's actually a very good creative outlet. Have you seen the Cup Sleeves event? Like RPS involves so much creativity. The writings, the fan fictions, it builds a community. So like to me, so good. As long as like you don't cross any sort of line, it's good. Who's your bias? Will you react to other groups? Okay. I feel like I don't really feel the need to personally, because as I said, if I'm not interested, I'm not gonna do it. It's hard for me to be interested, especially in boy groups. Like girl groups, I know. Like with girl groups, I would check out title tracks and shit, because usually girl groups are great. But like to me, and Hypen is giving me everything I want right now. I don't really see the point. Great concept, great lore, great songs, great lyrics. As a Swiftie, I feel like this is a group that every Swiftie would like enhypen. Like I feel like Taylor would like enhypen. Love, love, love that a lot of their songs connect to the lore. I love that there's a storyline to follow. I love that every album feels like I'm just watching a movie, like a mystery, fantasy, romance, coming of age, angst movie. And because it's a mystery movie, I get to play detective. That's how it feels like listening to Enhypen songs. Like I'm just watching it all unfold and like trying to connect the dots, and I am exactly where I need to be. So they're giving me everything I want. There's really no need for me to look at anybody else. What's your ideal type, and who in Hypen is the closest? Dang. Okay. I feel like I've said something like this before. I don't actually want to date any of these men. At the end of the day, they're men that I do not know. And like, yeah, I don't think they're faking their personality. But as I said earlier, it's like there's a certain way you treat your family, your mom, your siblings. There's also a certain way you will treat your fans. And like, I'm not saying it's fake. It's just part of who you are. That's just how we are. We just treat people differently. But like, I don't know how they are when they're in front of a lover though. But ideal type, more than ideal type, I have things that I don't like. I don't think I have an ideal type. Ideal type, I'm guessing for a guy, right? For a guy, not a girl, because those are different. I'm into older dudes though. None of them are older than me, because I want chill. All I want in a relationship is like respect, comfort, compromise. I want to be comfortable. I also like it when they leave me alone though. I don't like when they like ask permission for everything, or like they require me to tell them everything. Don't like it. I'm not your mom. You're not my dad. I also like my personal space, so I prefer they give me personal space. I don't like it when they like I don't answer for like an hour and they're like bombarding me with messages being a sad boy. No. My romance in life is to have my own room, and like my significant other have their own room. Like if we wanna cuddle and shit, I'll just be like talk, wanna have a sleepover. That's my romance. Like an ick of mine is when they care too much about branded clothes or like anything branded. Not in a sense of like they like a brand and they keep buying things from the brand, not in that way. It's in the way where they will point at other people's clothes and they notice, oh, it's this brand. Oh, they're wearing that brand. Or like I would wear something and they're like, whoa, you're wearing this. It's like one thing to be impressed by a person's style. It's one thing to be impressed by the fact that they're wearing a branded shirt. It's like a person, like a guy, who's like, oh my God, impressed at the fact that you're wearing an expensive shit. Is so much different than a guy who's impressed. Oh, I like the skirt with this top. It looks cute. That's so different. They care too much about pretenses to me if they care about the brand rather than the style. So like a guy who notices the brand and like they point it out because there's such a type of dudes who also like point out on somebody. I think they're wearing fake Gucci, and it's like, why do you care? That's an ick to me. As I said, if it's like they're just like wearing the brand they like, I don't really give a shit. You do you. You can afford it. Go. But if they comment on other people's shit and there's just like a random because for celebrities, I would understand the like, oh my god, he's wearing this brand or like blah blah blah. But for if you do that and scrutinize other people's clothes, like a regular schmegular ajma just walking, and you're like, I think that ajma is wearing fake Louboutin. Like, what is going on? See, like I noticed, just noticed that because a guy once like commented on a shirt that I wear. It's like, whoa, like you're wearing this brand, and I'm like, I didn't even notice because I didn't know. I'm like cheap, guys. I'm like so cheap. I don't buy my own clothes. That's why my aunt, my older cousins, they will always just like go here, drop off a lot of their old clothes. That shocked me because I didn't know this is like a branded shirt, and then oh wow, you're wearing this. They're impressed that I'm wearing an expensive shirt, but they didn't comment on whether I look good on it. Like they commented on the shirt. Like that was an ick. I don't know, just me though. Concert plans. Hey, oh my gosh, I'm so cheap, but like also I'm Filipino. My concert plan is to just wait for them to come to me. The time where I was like going to concerts, it was so old fashioned, I guess. You just go to the mall and then buy it from the mall. Nowadays, there's like a bunch of different things you can do. And I don't know. It's been a while since I went to a concert. So I don't know how people do it nowadays. That's why I don't, if they ever come here again, I don't understand. What do the kids do nowadays to buy a concert ticket? And like back in my day, it wasn't like a thing to like travel to other countries. If it's like one of those cases where you live in a country that like K-pop acts never go to, I understand flying. I live in the Philippines. I don't. They go to me. Okay, like why would I go to them? Like send off is never a thing that I've experienced and is only now finding out after being into enhypen. I don't know where they do that. I don't think they do that in the Philippines. I don't know why. Okay, that's a lie. I think I know why they. So yeah, those kind of situations. But like, I don't see the point of like seeing other people's spots because I think that was like an issue like a few weeks ago. Girls like give people their chance. I would act a fool on a concert though. I don't ever want to be like standing because I've heard horror stories of like people being rude and like somebody's mom being a Karen to like all the other younger girls there. I don't know. I don't think I would enjoy. Also, at the fact that I just know I'll be jumping. I would be like bang my head everywhere. I feel like I'm gonna annoy the people in standing. Like I just know I'm annoying. Where do you live? Amount of comments I've deleted asking me where I live is actually pretty concerning. I delete them. Bias. Hey, that's all the questions. I talked a lot. My throat hurts.